Welcome to Forsyth Business Radio, where local business meets community connection. Broadcasting from beautiful Cumming, Georgia, I am your host, Amanda Pierce. I'm excited to introduce our guest. Today I'm joined by Liliana McGaughey, and she is the broker of Allure Luxe Realty, and she's based out of Cumming, Georgia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell me and our listeners what sets you apart in the real estate world.
Well, I've been licensed since '08, and it's been a while. I took a break raising children, and I sold some homes for family and friends mainly at the beginning. But then I went full-time about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was amazing. I feel like God rained on me. When I put my first best foot forward, I feel like and put myself out there, it took off, and I started doing what all of the gurus told me to do, which was cold call expired listings, tell everybody that I know that I'm in it full time, put myself on social media. And the first year, I think I sold $18 million in sales, and after that, it's just been consistent. So last year, I decided to get my broker's license and become my own broker, because, you know, as a realtor, you have to have a broker, and you do pay a lot of your commission to a broker. So I figured why not try to keep the most money I can keep in my pocket and be on my own. So it's been a year now that I've had Allure Luxe Realty.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you entered the market during an odd time. Wasn't that like the real estate crash in 2008?
Yeah.
So navigating from that to full on brokerage and success, I tip my hat to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the market, the real estate market is very unpredictable. I mean, just a year and a half ago, homes that were selling in the 800s sold for 1.7 million. And now with interest rates, you were seeing that, you know, there's low inventory. Not a lot of people are buying because they're waiting for the interest rates to drop. But unfortunately, it's a double-edged sword, because once the interest rates drop, the buyers are going to flood the market. The sellers are going to put their house on the market, and there's going to be bidding wars again. Ooh. It's my prediction. I don't know. Nobody has a crystal ball, but that's what I think will happen. So I feel like all these people that say, I'm just going to wait until the interest rates drop, I don't think it's a great idea. I think it's better to buy now and refinance when they do drop versus waiting for everybody to buy when the interest rates drop.
That's an interesting, I guess, strategy. I've only owned one home, me and my condo here in Flowery Branch. So you talked about bidding wars. I purchased in 2019, and I offered $4,000 over asking to trump the other 8 offers, supposedly, which I did. I got the home, and I locked in a 3.62 interest rate, which I thought was great because it quickly right on up.
Yeah.
But never did I think going into it that I could purchase it at, X to then refinance. That's an interesting strategy.
Right.
Tell me about some other approaches or other strategies that you see or you've experienced in the world of real estate.
I think that in real estate, it's a relationship business. You have to get trust from the other families that are looking to buy or sell, and you have to keep an open line of communication. So I always, they always say you should limit your time, like say that I only work till 6 p.m., but when it comes to real estate and somebody's buying or selling, that's like the most important thing that they're ever going to do. It's the most expensive thing they'll ever spend their money on. So if they're going to call me at 8 p.m. with a question, or, if they want me to submit an offer before they go to bed that night because they're excited, I will. I won't say, hey, everybody's asleep, it won't matter, let's do it in the morning. Let's just do it and, have a good night and wake up. And I'm very communicative with the people that I work for so that they know where I stand, and they're just everything's transparent with me. Try to keep it real.
I like that, keeping it real. Speaking of keeping it real, I will set the stage for our audience because I knew of you for a long time before we ever got a chance to press the flesh. Are you familiar with that term?
No.
It means shake hands. I threw somebody for a loop with that the other day. He said, I am unsure what you mean about pressing the flesh. And I said, Liliana is the hand behind the well-known Facebook group here in Forsyth County called the Who's Who of Forsyth. So I joined your Facebook group kind of when I first moved to Forsyth, which was in 2020. And it was just by proxy through our mutual friend, Lisa, who invited me. And you do a really good job of highlighting efforts within the community and also sharing community related things. Tell me what the concept behind the Facebook group was when you started it.
So the idea came from a TV show I was on called Beyond the Close. And it was a TV show where Kevin Harrington, he was one of the first people on Shark Tank. He was one of the sharks. And him and a couple other people collaborated to create a show. And it was about real estate. And there was 9 real estate agents nationwide. And it was pretty much explaining to us how to become a better agent. With the amount of realtors that we're competing with in our market, we had to set ourselves apart on what makes you different than the other realtor. And the truth is that we have to become community experts on, when somebody moves to Forsyth County, for example, where's the best place to eat? Where's the best place, the schools? There's just so many businesses, so many mom and pop shops. So Beyond the Close was the reason that I wanted to create something that highlighted the community and the small businesses in particular, because I wanted to meet the owners of the small businesses. I wanted to know what made them open up these shops. So, I have a few friends that we would go to, for example, the Cumming City Center and Lily and Rose and Peaches and, all these little stores. They're all owned by somebody, and they all have a reason on why they opened shop. And I just thought it was just great to highlight them. I love you. And
you guys share my stuff. Thank you so much. That was really a great concept. I'm so curious about Beyond the Close. When were you on TV and how can I find the show?
My gosh. So the show was, I believe, in 2019, and it was filmed in Clearwater. It was really fun. It took a turn. What I thought we were doing was everybody on the show lived in different states. So I thought that we were going to be kind of highlighted for our market, like the Atlanta market versus the Miami market versus the Massachusetts market. There were agents from all over. And all of a sudden, the creator of the show took off and started selling Sunset and going to the Versace house in Miami. And it just took like a really weird turn. So I was at the beginning of the show, the first 2 episodes, and then we got invited to a super yacht for the very last episode to close up the show. So it was a great experience. And I was on TV. It was on Hulu and Roku and all of the streaming networks. But it was something you'd have to find.
Okay, so I didn't know that I was in the company of an already existing TV star. So what is one takeaway from that experience that you were able to extract and bring along with you? I mean, it sounds like it was a lot of fun, maybe like fast paced, and it was definitely some surprises in there. But from the experience as a whole, what did you glean?
So it wasn't, they from the beginning, they said it was a 90-day race to success. And we thought we were competing against each other to win a prize. It wasn't that at all. It was a 90-day journey to becoming better at what it is that we did. And we were mentored by so many gurus. God, I wish I had the list in front of me. I don't, but so many people and so many Zoom calls that we had to listen and learn from experts in different industries on how to get better at what we did. And all of it came back to set yourself apart from other agents and highlight your community. And that's pretty much the takeaway that I got from it. And that's why Who's Who of Forsyth came into existence, and just events. I partner with my friend Kristen McAfee, who helps Shipley's Donuts. And every time I do an event, I ask her to bring Shipley's Donuts too, so that I can give out one of their cards and kind of co-partner at the same time, and just spread the word on, that I'm here, network with other people, get together and just meet more people in the community.
Talking about where we're at, talking about the market, talking about people that are moving to the area. We're in Forsyth County, and I used to live in Gwinnett County. There's almost 1 million people here in Forsyth County. There are 1 million people there in Gwinnett. Just looking at the, layout of the county on a map doesn't look like you can fit that many people into our community. So talk about what you're seeing as far as housing availability, vertical construction, the demand or lack thereof here specifically in Forsyth County.
Yeah. I also came from Gwinnett County.
Did you?
I started there at fourth grade in elementary school and lived there for 30 years and moved to Forsyth County 9 years ago. And the amount of construction and people that have moved into the county is gigantic. It's almost like, I want to say the word saturated, but our schools, they're just building new schools. East Forsyth High School just was recently built, and Denmark was also recently built. So it just shows that the population is increasing. The housing market right now, I'm noticing it's in short supply. I could say there's more demand, but I don't even think there's more demand because I just don't see a lot of people buying because of the interest rates.
Right.
So a lot of people are waiting, but the houses right now, if you are to buy, the sellers are, I feel like they're more negotiable. They're offering closing costs. There's not 5 or 6 people putting in offers. So if you were to buy a house today, I would suggest asking for closing costs. I would suggest lowering the price a little bit, negotiating. It's possible now because of the situation that we're in with the lack of buyers because of the interest rates.
Where can people find you online?
So I have a website. It's Liliana McGaughey Realty.com. That's where you can find me. Social media, it's my name. I have a maiden name, which is Bazid. So it's Liliana Bazid McGaughey is my personal Facebook page. I do have one. It's Allure Luxe Realty Facebook page. I need to post more on it. I really do. I just, it's very hard to juggle lots of hats.
Hey, I understand. Managing multiple social media accounts and promoting for the community, it's hard to promote for yourself.
That's right. It is.
So if you could leave our listeners with a few key takeaways about yourself, either personally or professionally, or both.
What you see is what you get with me. I'm very real. I'm very honest. I love to see people get what they want. And I love to get to the closing table where all parties had a great experience. I love to work with other agents that are transparent like I am, where they're not bullying me. And I have worked with some agents that are kind of bullies, and that's not fun. But I do, at the end of the day, love for my clients to feel like we became friends. And more often than not, I get invited to their home for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and I hang out with most of my clients till this day. They become my friends, and I enjoy watching their journey of moving and selling and buying, and I just jump in with them. I become almost like a family member, and I get excited just right alongside with them.
I can see the excitement on your face.
I know.
Your eyes are just shining. So home buying, you mentioned, that is the most expensive and the biggest thing I've ever purchased in my life. So it really is almost an intimate relationship that you're establishing with people, because they are, it's the home buying process I would describe as intimate. Would you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a friend that wanted to sell her home, and the only other home she wanted to buy was outside of her reach. So she thought, so if she put her house for sale, she said, well, what if somebody buys that other house that I want? That's the only one I want. So what would happen? I said, well, we got to trust that it will work out. Like, you have to put yours on the market first in order to get that one. And she didn't trust at first, but I said, let's do it. And it took a few weeks to convince her to just give it a try. So we did. We listed hers. We put an offer on the other one, and 2 days after listing hers, we got a full cash offer. Nice. And they accepted our offer on the other end. So she got that one house that she wanted. And it was very stressful because what if? There's a lot of what ifs. What if somebody bought her the other house she wanted? What if, somebody bought her house and they wouldn't accept her offer because it was a little bit lower than what she couldn't afford the price they were asking for. But I said, let's just put in an offer. You never know.
Gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith.
That leap of faith paid off.
That's right.
Liliana, I have enjoyed speaking with you, and your passion for real estate in the community is evident. For those listening who would like to connect with Liliana, she gave her information, and also be sure to join the Who's Who of Forsyth Facebook page.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to just to tell you guys my heart, introduce myself to everyone, and let you know that if you're ever looking to buy or sell, I work in Gwinnett County, Forsyth County, North Fulton, and Hall with Lake Lanier. I know the lake area pretty well, and those are my territories.
Very nice. All right, Liliana McGaughey. And I'm Amanda Pierce, and we'll see you next time on Forsyth Business Radio. If you're interested in learning more about podcasting, community partnerships, guest appearances, or sponsorships available within Forsyth Business RadioX, connect with Amanda at amandapierce.com.